And hello everyone, this is the Nosy Gamer. And I am going to stream a little bit for a recording for a blog post I'm looking to publish on Monday, March 13th. And what this blog post is going to be about is about asteroids, about the new size of the asteroids and what this means. So, what I want to do is fly out to an asteroid and take a look at what's going on with this. Let's see, I need to make sure I have the proper crystals on. Let's see. Okay, I've got enough there in case I get attacked. I got Warrior 2s. I am in a low-sec system. I should also add I'm in Singularity. I was doing some mining last night, doing a little scoping out. Seeing what I wanted to talk about today and write about on Monday. So let's go ahead and put that away. Then what I'm going to do is let's make sure that I actually have the proper crystals. And for that you go into the cargo. I've got that. I've only got one Veldspar. Let's go and buy another Veldspar. The station I'm in a system called Bryn, which is in Metropolis. It used to be my home about a year ago. And the I like to mine in .1 and .2 security systems. The only problem with Bryn is that it doesn't have any mining agents in it. I like low-sec systems with mining agents because the .1 and .2 systems give you so much more in rewards than like doing mining agents in a .9 or a 1.0 or even a .7. So I like to have that. I found a system that not only has a mining agent, it has 4, and I've got over, and my standings with that is going up pretty high. But for now, I'm thinking about belt ready because that's where the modification is going to be, presumably. So I am in my procurer. I've got all the crystals I might need. So let's go ahead and go out here. I am recording live. I'm not expecting anybody to actually be watching this, but I put it out there anyway. And, oh, this looks like a bug. Okay, so that was the system map, and I don't want the system map. So I used to, like I said, I used to live here. I've got some. I have a asteroid belt all set up. You can tell I don't really live here too much anymore because I do not lined up to the to warp bookmark. So let's do this. Oh, but Bryn is a nice system if you're on Singularity because it is like one of those trade hubs where you can't get any of your faction gear, but you can get all the Tech 1 and Tech 2 gear and ships. You can buy them there for 100 ISK. So it's a very nice place to be. And if necessary, you can probably get insurance fraud to pay for stuff. Alright, so I want to go to a bookmark that I have set up over belt 7. Over planet 7, belt 1. I'm going to warp there.
Warp drive active.
I'll go ahead and I'll just turn on the my adaptive invulnerability field just for shits and giggles so I don't forget. As we can see that we have now a green cross instead of a red cross. I believe that's a trademark violation that the Red Cross is enforcing. I heard they're enforcing it in FPS, and as CCP has been doing, They've been following the news and changing things before a lawyer knocks on their door. Okay, so here's this nice big old, I think it's an ice planet. It's either an ice or a gas planet. And so we have here is, now I have the feeling that the crescent that's usually here may have been chopped up a little bit because we have my friends, the Tucker Mix, who actually do have, I believe, a station. Yeah, so the Tucker Mix runs a factory in this system, and they are going ahead and they are mining in this asteroid belt. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the guys mining. Let's see what we have for the mining right now. Okay, so we have some really good stuff. The good stuff is the Hedbergite. That's the really good stuff in point 2. That's why you mine in a point 2, so you can get this in the belt. And so let's just do this. We got that's regular, but I want the good stuff. So I also want to do something that I found. Okay, so what I want to do is, right, I'm gonna get down to 10. I'm gonna warp to within 10 kilometers of this.
Warp drive active.
And we'll get in here with my Tucker Mix NPC friends. I guess I should, like... Okay, so... Okay, so before the update, and this is actually working out well. This is actually what I was expecting. You have these larger rocks, but, you know, our Thucker friends, right? And let's take a look at them. Right? And they just bounced off a rock, and this guy is mining Veldspar. So these guys are mining the Veldspar, and so they're actually mining Veldspar, and so because okay, how do I focus on my ship again? Alright. Where's me? Oh, okay, that's me. Okay, so we're gonna look at me. Basically, they look just like me, except they got better ships because they got skiffs. Now, the way that this looks, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to lock on. I'm gonna like take my scanner. And what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and I'm going to start approaching. I was approaching the ship, so let's approach this. And I'm going to, okay, so we have that. Okay, so here we go. So we've got that, and I've got, it's close here and close here. So I'm just going to go ahead and mine. Now, one of the things I got to figure out, okay, yeah, so basically, when you're mining in low sec, one of the things that you want to do is that you want to have bookmarks, and you want to be able to escape to your right, and be able to, or left. You want to be able to escape to your right. So there should be a bookmark out here someplace, which I'm not finding. Yeah, so there's a bookmark right there that I made, right? And so, yeah, so basically I can align to just about any place. If I want to, basically I'm aligned to the planet. If I want to, so I got this over here, right? This is a pretty cool bookmark. Actually, no, this is like the center bookmark. So so right now I am mining with the, what I need to do is I need to add exumer to overview. Okay. And I probably need to, yeah. So see, so I've got some, now on this belt, it looks like I got some smooth sailing. I don't have to really worry about anything. But then again, what I'm wondering is if my little NPC friends here have, ooh. So we have these rocks here, right? And so we're going through here, and it's like, what I'm going to do is, I'm almost through one cycle, right? And what I'm going to try to do is, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to warp and see if any of these rocks get in my way. Because if the rocks get in my way, this would be bad. Because I'm like this close to a big chunk of Veldspar, and I want to make sure that it doesn't get in the way. Alright, so I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to do this, and we're going to hit that.
Warp drive active.
And look at that. Oh, it had to realign. I was aligned to there, right? I was aligned to the planet, but I didn't warp away automatically because it warped me to the customs office. This may be a bug. If it's a bug, this is actually live. This actually is observed behavior on Tranquility. So if you are mining well aligned, don't mine aligned to a planet, because it's gonna take you a while for you to warp off, because you have to realign to over here. So we have that. So we saw my buddy, we saw my little friends, and they're chugging away, right? Let's go to a different belt. Let's go to a belt where I don't think that they've been. Let's go to belt 8. And let's go over to there and see what happens.
Warp drive active.
Let's visit planet 8. As you can tell, I'm not like all that now. I'm hoping that this gets me over the belt, in a position over the belt. No, this got me to a position in the belt. Okay, so let's see. Is there a position over the belt? There should be.
Warp drive active.
Okay. So usually what happens is, okay, so I've got my spot. I got a perch over the belt. A lot of times I'll have a perch over and under so I can look. Now, if we take a look, we see here, here's the belt, and there's a crescent around, but it's not this nice crescent that there used to be. It's kind of like goofed up, but it's still there. So then we're gonna come over to here to the mining, and I want to see some more of this, right? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to within 10 kilometers of this again, right?
Warp drive active.
And I've got a couple of Angel Cartel destroyers waiting on me. Screw those buddies, I got Warrior 2s. So here we go, right? So we're gonna go ahead, hit that again. Okay, so here we go. And so I want the good stuff, so I'm gonna go like this, I'm gonna go like that, right? So I've got that, I set up my mining. I go ahead, launch my drones. They go ahead, they attack, like good drones will. Here's the problem. In order for the way that I mine to work, right? That's like a really pretty explosion. Okay. This is the test server, so I'm not going to do the prudent thing and destroy the wrecks. I'll just return these things to my hangar. Okay, so we've got that going, right? Now, here's the problem. Okay, so I can go... I've got a Celestial over here, and I've got a couple, you know, bookmarks over the gates. I got perches over the gates. And so I can like go that way. But if you take a look, I have all these places, right? I'm in the middle here. So if I don't have like all the, you know, I'm in this is a good spot, right? I mean, I should have a Celestial this way, right? I really should. But, you know, I just... Because you should have, if you're in low sec, you should have the 4 points of the compass, above and below. You should have bookmarks. You should have bookmarks for Celestials that you can go to. This is just a demonstration, so I don't have the bookmark that I normally would in this direction. But I've got one there, so I can like mine will align that way. If I had a bookmark in the opposite direction, I could go there. But wow, look at that. It's like this, you're in the middle of the asteroids. So basically, you have to align. You have to find something, because the asteroids will get in your way. I mean, if I had below, and see, this is going nicely. See, going below, right? That's like, no, I was like, can't go below because you got these asteroids in the way. I can go that way because there's no asteroids there. I can go this way, I think. Here is a couple Astra houses. I got a couple other celestials like asteroid belts. So like in the greater scheme of things, this is like a really good thing because I could like go to here and somebody coming in on me and trying to gank me wouldn't be able to know where I'm going because I've got all these celestials along the same route, and so it's a guessing game, right? But where I'd really like to go, right, is this station. Because see the station here? That's where I'm basing out of in this system. I'm basing here, but if I try to warp to there, this asteroid's in the way. And you gotta watch out for that with this update. Before, if you come in by 10, the asteroids would be basically on the same plane. I mean, you wouldn't have an asteroid up here, right? And then down here, it wouldn't be this wide of a band. It'd be a narrower band, and then you could just set your points up to go over them. I hope that makes sense. And so, like this right here, this is where I warp in. This is like one of the places where I had set up to warp in. Right? Now, and that's basically what I want to show. These belts, right? And hopefully, because I've done that, after this cycle, because in order to get to the good, to get into the good roids, the good asteroids and the good ore, I got all this feldspar and stuff just blocking my way, right? Feldspar, feldspar, feldspar. It's all blocking my way, trying to keep me from going. Now, in this case, right? And hopefully, okay, so I got my cycle. So let's just do this. So let's see.
Warp drive active.
And I was able to, because I have there's so many celestials, I have so many bookmarks, I'm able to mine safely. One thing that I'm like really curious about is if somebody comes in to gank me, are they gonna get tackled by the asteroids? Because last night when I first came out here, I did get tackled by an asteroid. So our ganker's going to come in and get tackled by the asteroid. This could be very interesting because I'm using Warrior 2s and they should be able to catch anything, especially if it gets caught up. Well, just if you're out there mining and you're going to mine well aligned, which you basically should do, hopefully you just pay attention when you go to get the good stuff, because the good stuff's like in the middle. It's in the because it's not only is it basically one plane now, but it's actually more three-dimensional. It's got the asteroid belts actually have depth now. So be careful when you're out there mining. And I'm just hoping that this isn't going to get people caught mining in high sec and help out the gankers. If you're a ganker, you just may have gotten an assist on the tank. So, well, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go back to this station, this Caldari station.
Drive active.
And I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope that you saw that little look at the new asteroids and what it's going to do in EVE Online. This has been the Nosy Gamer, and fly clever.